This is the story of Robo and the Last Flower. The year was 2135. Earth had become quiet, not in peace, but in loneliness. Cities stood like forgotten giants, their windows shattered, their streets covered in dust and silence. Humans had long left the planet. They escaped from pollution, war, and climate disaster. Now they lived on space colonies, orbiting distant stars. Earth, once buzzing with life, had become a ghost world, but one being still remained. Robo9, a small, outdated maintenance robot. No taller than a child, he had a round, metal body with thin arms and glowing blue eyes. He couldn't speak anymore. His voice chip was damaged, but he beeped softly to himself, like a bird humming in the ruins. Every day Robo9 woke up when sunlight hit his solar panel. He performed his routine, scanned buildings, picked up trash and cleaned empty sidewalks, even though no humans remained to see it. He didn't question why. He was just doing his job. But deep inside his memory core, something unusual remained. A curiosity about life. One bright morning, Robo wandered through old Central Park where trees once grew and children once played. Now it was dry soil and cracked pavement. As he scanned the area, his sensor suddenly blinked red. Warning: unidentified life form detected. He turned and focused his camera. There, between two broken slabs of concrete, stood a tiny, delicate green plant, topped with a single yellow flower. Robo leaned closer. His internal database matched it. Daisy flower, symbol of innocence and hope. He reached out with one metal finger and gently touched the petals. For the first time in 100 years, something alive had returned to Earth, and with it, something awakened inside Robo. The next morning, Robo didn't follow his normal route. He went straight to the flower. He began protecting it. He built a small fence from old wires and plastic. He repaired a broken water pipe nearby and redirected a trickle toward the plant. He scanned the weather and used old satellite panels to block strong winds. Every night, before shutting down, Robo sat beside the flower and played old lullabies from his memory. He had become its guardian. Weeks passed. The flower grew taller and brighter. One morning, Robo saw dozens of tiny white seeds floating in the air like snow. He followed them with his eyes as they landed in cracks and dirt all around the park. Soon, more flowers began to bloom. Then grass. Then small shrubs. Birds began to return. Insects buzzed softly. The park, once dead, was alive again. And in the center of it all stood Robo9, slightly rusted now, but glowing with quiet pride. Years later, a human research drone arrived from the orbiting colony. It flew over the broken city, recording videos. When it reached the park, it paused. Green, bright, beautiful, and in the center stood a robot, still guarding, still watching. The drones sent images back to the human colony. Scientists were shocked. Earth was healing. Soon a team of humans came down to Earth wearing suits. When they reached the park, they saw it for themselves, a paradise in the middle of ruins. And there stood Robo9, his batteries low, joints stiff. He looked at them. He raised one arm and waved. Robo9's story was told across the colonies. People cried. Children learned his name. The once forgotten Earth had hope again. In the center of the park, humans built a statue, a bronze figure of Robo9, holding a daisy in one hand. Beneath it, a plaque read, "He was not built to love. He was not made to feel, but when the world needed hope, he became its silent hero." Even the smallest actions can bring great change. Protect what you love, nurture what you care for, and never stop believing in hope.